Chidinma and Uche were the internet's favorite sisters. They were beautiful, stylish, and always smiling like life itself had chosen them as its brand ambassadors. Together, they ran a YouTube channel called Sister Goals, where they posted makeup tutorials, fashion hauls, and vlogs of their glamorous life. They were adored for their bond, matching outfits, shared jokes, and endless inside laughter that made followers wish they had siblings just like them. But behind the soft lighting and flawless edits, a toxic envy was slowly building. Chidinma, the elder sister, was the calm and calculated one. She had a natural sense of style and an effortless confidence that made brands love her. Uche, the younger, was fiery and dramatic, the one who made everything entertaining. Yet, she secretly hated that Chidinma always seemed to get the bigger deals, the brighter spotlight. It all started with something small. A luxury skincare brand reached out to Chidinma for a solo collaboration. In their next vlog, Uche smiled brightly on camera, congratulated her sister, and even filmed the behind-the-scenes footage. But that night, she cried silently in the bathroom. She felt like a background prop on her own channel, an accessory to her sister's success. Soon, the quiet competition moved from subtle to open. Uche started posting solo content on TikTok. Bolder, edgier, and sometimes controversial videos that were the complete opposite of their shared brand. Her follower count exploded. For the first time ever, she overtook Chidinma's numbers, and the internet noticed immediately. The fans, once united in their adoration, started comparing them, pitting them against each other. Comments poured in. Uche is more real. Chidinma is too fake. Uche gives energy, Chidinma gives old-school auntie vibes. Chidinma pretended not to care, scrolling past the negativity with a forced smile, but the shift hurt her deeply. She finally confronted Uche one afternoon after a tense shoot. "Why are you making it look like we're competing?" she asked, her voice shaking slightly. Uche rolled her eyes, her expression cold. "Because we are. You think this influencer thing is a charity? Everyone wants to be number one." Chidinma's heart sank. "I thought we were building something together." Uche just smirked. "You're building a brand. I'm building myself." Their joint channel began to crumble. The chemistry was gone, replaced by an awkward tension that viewers could feel through the screen. Chidinma focused on classy, high-end brand work, while Uche became the queen of drama videos and viral challenges. The internet, always hungry for conflict, fueled the fire. Fans began to pick sides, turning their once beautiful bond into a public rivalry. They were no longer sister goals. They were just another internet drama. Then came the twist that would shatter everything. A leaked video appeared online. It showed Uche clearly drunk at a party, ranting to a friend about how Chidinma used to sleep her way into sponsorships and act perfect for the camera. The video spread like wildfire. Within hours, Kong's sister scandal was trending worldwide. The fallout was immediate and brutal. Brands pulled back, sponsors froze their contracts, and Chidinma's carefully curated reputation collapsed overnight. Uche panicked. She hadn't leaked the video, but in the court of public opinion, she was guilty. The backlash she faced was just as severe. Hated by her sister's fans and her own, she was labeled a snake. Chidinma locked herself indoors, refusing to speak to anyone, not even her parents. For the first time, the glamour of her life turned into suffocating loneliness. The likes, the comments, the followers, none of it could fill the silence in her apartment. A few days later, Uche gathered the courage to visit her sister. She found Chidinma's apartment dark and still. The makeup table was empty, her camera and ring light packed away in a corner. Uche knocked softly on the bedroom door. "Sis," she whispered, her voice cracking, "I swear I didn't leak that video." Chidinma opened the door, her eyes red and swollen. "Does it matter?" she said, her voice hollow. "You already planted the doubt long before that video." Uche fell to her knees, crying uncontrollably. "I'm sorry," she sobbed. "I just wanted to shine too. I just wanted to be seen." Chidinma looked down at her younger sister, and a flicker of the old affection returned. She sighed, the anger finally giving way to a deep sadness. "You could have," she said softly. "There was enough space for both of us to shine." Just then the doorbell rang. A delivery man handed Chidinma a package. Inside was a letter. It wasn't from a brand or a PR agency. It was from a small NGO that worked with women who had experienced abuse and online harassment. They had seen her story and were moved by it. They wanted her to speak at their upcoming event on the topic of online hate, cancel culture, and forgiveness. Reading the letter, something in Chidinma's heart softened. This was different. It felt real. She agreed to the talk. Standing on that stage, without the perfect lighting or scripted lines, Chidinma spoke from the heart. She talked about envy, the pressure to be perfect, family, and the long, difficult road to healing. Her honest words went viral again, but this time for all the right reasons. People didn't just see an influencer, they saw a human being. The internet started calling it the realest comeback of the year. Of course, the brands came calling again, but she didn't rush. Weeks later, Chidinma posted a new video to the old channel. The title was simple: Sister Goals, The Truth. Uche sat beside her with no makeup, no filters, just real tears and trembling smiles. They spoke about everything: the jealousy, the social media pressure that tore them apart, and the difficult process of forgiveness. Chidinma said, "It's so easy to lose yourself online when you start believing that likes feel like love," Uche added, her voice thick with emotion, "and sometimes you hurt the people you love the most just to feel seen." The video broke the internet, gaining millions of views in hours. Instead of staged perfection, it was raw, messy, and deeply human. For the first time in a long time, the sisters became viral for something genuine. They began to rebuild their lives and their relationship, slowly and carefully. They were no longer chasing clout, but choosing authenticity. And though they never got back to that flawless, perfect image they once had, their followers loved them even more for their imperfections. Their story taught everyone a powerful lesson. Fame can make you forget who you are, but family, when given a second chance, can remind you who you were meant to be all along. Thanks for watching.